Span.
Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for the next and final cast of the day. It is First Departure up against Garuda Infinity. This is the fourth game of First Departures that we've watched today, and they have yet to win one. The last game against Garuda Infinity was the closest by far. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy how they've been playing. It's been so close a lot of the time, but they just can't seem to get that win. And they're very important wins as well for both of these teams. Both of them are within spitting distance of Division 1. And First Departure, actually, if he gets one more loss here, is going to be in danger of getting relegated to Division 3. I'm joined, of course, by Metamorphosis. Meta, I think you need to do mute co-broadcasters on the in your audio options, just so that people in-game can hear us and we can still use TeamSpeak and not suffer from lag. Caster stuff.
Oh, okay, yes, I apologize.
Nope.
That was obviously my fault. Hello.
All good, man. How you doing?
Thank you for having me.
No.
I was watching the last game. Very, very exciting game.
I'm glad you were. Because you're a crazy Enigma player, and that was a crazy Enigma game.
Yes, yes, and you know, Deja Vu Night. That I mean, when they were trying to take the Wax bot on the Dire side, that beautiful, beautiful black hole on the side of the Chrono. That allowed them to extend the match for another 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes as well. Mm-hmm. It's because you caught all three key heroes, they managed to kill them, the Chrono was useless. Amazing, amazing play by Deja Vu Knight in the last game.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he gets this time. And honestly, if he was on my team, maybe just pick Enigma every game. If he's going to do that consistently.
Dyer's ban.
What do you think about the Brood first ban, though? That seems a little bit left field.
Ban.
Yeah, I mean that's really, really unusual. Unless, I mean, I guess it's a kind of a vice versa relationship where they might have been planning to take the Axe, they banned the Brood, or the Brood they don't want to be pressured in their safe lane, basically. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, the first bans can tell a lot, but they can also keep your hand hidden. It's the nature of them. You never know what the other team is going for till you get one or two picks out of the way.
Sure. I'm just Brood to me seems a strange choice, and I think Garuda banned it in the last game as well. It's just odd, but like Axe, you couldn't get more metagame. Also, Garuda with 15 seconds of reserve time left. I don't know what's going on with them. Maybe they're. I legitimately do not know why that could have taken so long, other than maybe the captain being AFK or something. Can you think of a single reason?
That was unusual. No, I mean, there might be talking through a strategy and they have a complete plan in mind that they're planning to execute.
Sure.
But they shouldn't have taken that long, simply because you won't have time to adjust accordingly towards First Departure's picks or bans with so little reserve time left.
Yeah. They've put the pressure on, and I can't believe that they didn't have something in mind for an Axe Vengeful first pair of bans. That's one of the most common, opening ban sequences we see in the metagame right now. So it's not like First Departure are banning really weird things and Garuda Infinity are really struggling to find out what's going on here. This is incredibly strange as we again go down into reserve time. I've got to wonder whether there's some problem with I'm not seeing anything in the chat though, so okay. Tidehunter picked up, certainly a very solid pickup. Don't often see it picked up first these days, but I'm still in love with the hero. First Departure though, get the Troll and their choice of support, and they go for the Lion. What do you think of that, Meta?
Radiance pick.
I mean, that's a really, really good pick. Say Troll, you can run him safe lane, you can run him mid. You have the Lion with his Mana Drain, Hex, Earth Spike. You grab a Blink on him, and he's a great disabler. He can move around, he can help you get pick off. So, great picks from First Departure again here.
Yeah, I really like them. Lion and Troll, both one of the most highest picked heroes in the professional meta right now. Shadow Demon I haven't been seeing so much of, but of course he's a hero where it's all about who are you comboing him with, what damage are you amplifying, and like how well can you make it work. It's an interesting set of lanes though. It's an interesting set of lanes. Garuda choosing to ban out the Faceless Void. Now I'm not too sure about that because Faceless it twos and fro's because Faceless, of course, you want ranged heroes on the outside. Troll can be ranged, can be melee. So is Troll Faceless a good combo? Because Troll is better in melee, but is he good enough as ranged to be support for Void? What do you think?
the battle trance is absolutely amazing. I mean, Void benefits essentially from attack speed. And at level 3, he's giving you 180 attack speed on the troll.
Radiance
So
band.
you're able to kind of mow down anyone who's in that. A lot of people go Mjolnir Void. You can avoid that and go Battle Fury. Because if you catch 2 or 3 people with Chrono, and then you have the attack speed coming from Battle Trance, that's it. What more do you need? You don't need to go for that attack speed item anymore. You just go straight up damage and rely on the attack speed from troll.
Ban.
Yeah. First Departure picking up the Enigma, though. They're not going to be happy giving that to Deja Vu Knight, and it must be a good day for you when you get to see 2 Enigma games, one straight after the other.
Yeah, I'm always happy with Enigma.
But
although
Intertide? Is that wise?
Well, the thing is, if he grabs a BKB quite early on, and you have to remember with Troll Warlord's attack speed as well. I mean, if you can manage to grab 2 or 3 people in a black hole, they're effectively going to die very, very quickly. And then you have the Earth Spike coming up from Lion as well. So that's, consecutive stuns there. It could really, really help. Having said that, the black hole is not going to be beneficial until he has his BKB, because there are so many disables in Garuda Infinity.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, the Silencer ban makes total sense in this context. That's one hero that can totally mess with Enigma, just totally shut off his channeling completely. But Garuda Infinity going for a Wind Ranger. Shackle, does that go through BKB?
No, it does not.
No, it does not. No, it does not. Okay, because that would be absolutely horrific. I'm expecting from Garuda that we will see a couple that do go through BKB here. But we'll have to see.
The problem is the abilities that do go through BKB, they kind of tied themselves down. There is a Beastmaster ult, but where are you going to play the Beastmaster? You can't really pick him up at this stage.
That would be tricky.
Yeah.
Faceless is banned.
Shadow Demon was an interesting pick as well, because the Demonic Purge, the fact that he can purge a hero, Disruption, they're all really, really good abilities, but they require a high level of synchronicity between you and your team.
Yep.
Because if you use one of those abilities at the wrong time or on the wrong hero, then effectively you just killed your team.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty happy for Garuda to have the Shadow Demon. They did very, very well with the Enigma last game. Very, very, very well. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean. The Shadow Purge and the Disruption may be slightly harder to land. I don't know. And there goes the main Shadow Demon combo with First Departure picking up the Marana. But yeah, I mean they've certainly got synchronicity. We saw that last game with the Enigma and how quickly the team responded to his black holes. But First Departure, I gotta say, I really love the Marana pickup. Denies it to the Shadow Demon, but also gives him the chance now to get nicely invisible black holes. Garuda are going to be on the back foot all game, trying to get vision up. Would you have gone for something else, or are you happy with Marana?
With the lineup that they have, I mean, they're doing the same thing that they've done last game, which is they're running the Troll Warlord as a tank frontlining, which is a really, really bad idea since you have so many kiting heroes in Garuda Infinity, especially with the sniper pickup. Are you really going to send the Troll to kind of man-mode the Wind Ranger, who can wind run? Or the Tide Hunter, who can basically anchor smash you and ravage you? Or are you going to try to jump him on the sniper, who's going to be like miles away on the other side of the screen shooting you down?
I mean, it's going to depend on how effectively I think they can use Moonlight Shadow, and how much detection Garuda have, and how many sentries they've got up around the map, how quickly they get a gem. But you're right, like, that aside, assuming Garuda do have all the tools they need, Necro books maybe on someone, I don't know.
Yeah, a few sentries here and there, dust, a gem. The thing is, it's First Departure's team, I would say, still squishy. Even with a Troll, or even when he picks up a Skadi, still not a great frontline tank compared to other frontline tankers.
Does Shrapnel stack the damage?
No, it does not. That's the change.
Well, either way, the Shadow Demon damage amp plus Shrapnel, that's going to be a decent combo. And it will give Sniper a chance to get a whole load of Shrapnel up all around the area, and then that Drow Ranger pickup. Absolutely love it.
That's going to give a lot of damage to a lot of Wind Ranger, Shadow Demon, Sniper. They're going to benefit from that aura quite highly.
It's going to be huge. Yeah. And of course they've got Tide as well, who's great at coming in the front and making space for your kiters.
Yeah. I mean, like Garuda. The thing is, the one problem about both teams is that they are incredibly squish.
Yep.
So one good black hole into Midnight Pulse, that's 3 or 4 heroes immediately dead. Queen of Pain, one good ulti that will also kill off Sniper. It will kill off Wind Ranger. It will kill off Drow. It's going to be really, really interesting of how they try to tank up their heroes, considering how their ultimates effectively will end up killing each other because they are such huge AoE ultis.
That's going to be interesting to see. I'm also wondering if we're going to see a Blade Mail come out on Troll. It's not standard, but might work here. Oh yeah, and check this out. You see on the G8 side there's an effigy with a Pudge.
Yes.
And you see the motif, I believe I can fly.
Yeah.
Right, go over to the Diabase and look for the Zeus one. How weird is that? How weird is that? Like it's just odd. We always get the traditional JDL pause, so we've got the. I've had a lot of time to inspect the effigies of these heroes.
Oh, this is fantastic! I love the Landrade one.
Oh, that's great. This one's for you, Jesus. I think I might have to change who wins the effigy award. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Angie. This is for you, Jesus.
This is for you, Jesus. I love one hand in the air. This is why not. It should have been more like the Freddie Mercury Queen thing. When he puts his.
Yeah. Give him a guitar. That's it. I think I've looked at all the other effigies. I'm gonna have to look at the heroes now. Ooh. We really do have to get out of this JDL habit of just having hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pauses.
I love the Enigma items. They're absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, too OP.
They give you extra mana.
Love it. Not even an Eidolon set. That makes me a bit sad. Over on the Radiant team, again, I don't think we've got very many interesting costumes out here, so there's really not much to talk about until this game gets on pause. But
oh, I love the Tide inscribed Hammer Time.
Let's have a look. I like that. It must be a... Okay, well this concerns me though. 16 kills on an item which has been out since 2012.
Maybe he doesn't use it that often. Maybe he hasn't played Tide in a while. Maybe it's a recent gem. All of these things could be a factor in that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And besides, Tide is not supposed to get that many kills. He's supposed to go in, ravage, and then your team does the cleanup, basically.
Sure. I'm still.
Be a good thing. It might be a good thing.
It might be. Keep it real. All right, we got the Goku coming out, and we are off. So, Meta, do you want to introduce one of the teams?
Yeah, sure. I'll start off with First Departure. We have Angie on the Morana, Kai on the Lion. I can't pronounce the name. First Departure's Iwa, is that right?
Iwa, somewhere along those lines.
Iwa, yeah. And then we have Fixus going on the safe lane on the Troll, and Lobby on the Enigma.
And I am keeping an eye on these guys because First Departure have been either giving or getting first blood in like early game ganks in like most of the games I've casted them today. I do like that Marana Griffin actually. Quick shout out to that. That's really nice. Genuine Moon Griffin. And she's earning points for her gem, placing wards. Over on the Garuda Infinity team, we have got Drow Ranger, played by Vzard. Really looking forward to see him playing this again. I really like the hat. Tide Hunter, going to be played by Greymon. Sniper, going to be played by Liberi Fatali. Shadow Demon, going to be played by Speaker. And finally, Last Game's Enigma, the all-powerful Deja Vu Knight on the Wind Ranger. So we're seeing Garuda 8 they're mixing up their lanes a little bit. Speaker was on the Doom last time, off lane, now clearly going support. Liberty Fatali was the safe lane bounty, now looks like to be a mid sniper. It's obviously a lot of flexibility here. That can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, it might be heroes that they're happy playing and they're comfortable with, that they're kind of drafting towards at the moment, rather than just purely positional. But there's one thing that I like about the I haven't mentioned about the first departure draft, which is the Queen of Pain pickup.
Yes.
That blink, especially with the updated range on it, 1300, it's going to make a huge difference to being able to cut the distance towards the drow, to cut the distance towards the sniper. And it's going to be a really amazing tool, and it's a nice way to kind of work against those heroes where you basically need to cross a great distance to get to them, because they're going to stand in the back lines and try and kill you basically. So a lot of respect for first departure and kind of drafting that and taking it mid. It gives them that mobility that they need, so when they're setting up ganks, when they're moving towards a safe lane, hopefully I'm not hoping for any of the teams to win or lose, but hopefully it will be interesting team fights.
I think they definitely will be, yeah. And you're right, like the other thing though, you're right absolutely about the fact that Garuda Infinity is going to kite, and that's what makes it a great pickup. But it also, to me, makes the Enigma a little bit of a concern, because to me, like, Enigma's great when, not the only time, but when you've got a lot of melee heroes, because you know where they're going to go. They're going to come straight in, same kind of area. They're fairly bunched. Like, with kiters, and this is a whole team full of kiters coming out from Garuda 8, it's slightly more difficult to get them all grouped up for that great black hole. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you have such amazing ranges as well, and people like the Drow, Sniper, Wind Ranger, they're not going to stand anywhere close to each other. And, you know, to set up a black hole, for a black hole to be successful, you need to catch either 2 or 3 people in it, preferably position 1 or position 2 in that as well. So, and by the looks of this, they're never going to be standing close enough for each other for Enigma to be able to do that effectively.
Yeah, I mean they can bait into rush fights. They can try and have fights that happen in narrow jungle corridors. There's ways. It's just going to be really tricky, really tricky for him. And I am very impressed that Mirana DC'd there, but still did not mess up her creep block. Like, really big shout out for that. I like that. Zard taking the best of the Obs harass there and able to harass the Mirana without drawing any aggro from the creeps. And up on top lane, it actually looks like Troll's going to be having a little bit of a tough lane here, with Lion rotating over to mid to start the game off, Enigma in the jungle, so it's effectively him versus 2 ranged heroes. 2 kind of deadly ranged heroes.
I mean, so far I would say it's also a great decision by Garuda Infinity to kind of run the tide in the jungle. Garrow's eaten a 5-second arrow.
That's big.
Yeah.
If it was level 2 and there was that Starstorm. Oh, for the Starstorm. But Angie without lead is going to take quite a lot of damage here from the tide. Does have an arrow to turn around and pop whenever she wants, but not going to be able to do a huge amount with it. So yeah, it's just dual lanes, I think. Drow tides.
Just about to say, in terms of 1-to-1, the Drow will definitely win against.
Oh no, still no leap. This could be first blood down here on bot lane. No, they're not going to chase it. But who's scarier here? Like, at the moment, Garuda Infinity seems to be winning pretty much, well, certainly top lane and bot lane. They've got another chance up here on the Lion. Standard really taking a lot of damage here. Speaker being brought low as well though, and first blood goes down to Deja Vu Knight. An immediate return kill on the Lion, but that's first blood gold. Going to semi-carry Wind Ranger. That's the other thing that we didn't really mention. With Tide going support, dual lane support, what we've got here is a very scary Wind Ranger carry.
Yeah, once that Wind Ranger picks up the axe, or maybe a damage item, whether she chooses to go Dessa, whether she chooses to go Mjolnir, whatever damage item she picks up.
Oh, but down on bottom, Tidehunter finishing off the Mirana, and then Lion falling in quick succession as well. Shadow Demon made that tri-lane. And yeah, I mean, Drow Aura is great for Wind Ranger, but when Wind Ranger pops her ult with the Ags, as you mentioned, with Drow Aura, that's just game over, man. Game over. Mirana does have leap now, so she'll hopefully, at least for her, be a little bit trickier to kill. Both mids go down, Sniper getting the XP, so again that's really a win for Garuda Infinity. They're going to make slightly more of that trade than First Departure do. So it's interesting.
I would say the laning phase is going towards Garuda Infinity as well, and it's interesting how they're running the Tide as a support, because 1v1, yeah, Drow will win against the Mirana definitely. She has so much higher damage, unless the Mirana manages to hit an arrow stun. Generally speaking, though, we'll see what happens towards the mid game, but Garuda Infinity will kind of hopefully have the lead game. They secured some farm for Wind Ranger as well. She has her face boot, so she can hold off the troll quite effectively as well.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of a clash over here at top rune, as it's Speaker denying the DD rune, but in danger of getting Earthstruck here. Queen of Pain and Sniper go down again to each other over on mid while this is all going on. This time Queen of Pain getting the XP, and Speaker actually makes it out.
The prize
Did he
is
not have Earth Spike? It went down, I guess. Maybe the high ground vision wasn't giving him what he needed. But I mean, the other thing, of course, that we've got to bear in mind when looking at these two teams in the early game is we do have an Enigma in the jungle for First Departure, so that's a whole other lane, you know, effectively a whole other lane of farm. Deja Vu and Speaker being brought hugely low here by Fixers, and oh wow, Deja Vu Knight finished off there, and Speaker's going to be going down as well. Only problem really there for First Departure is a few too many rotations. I think they didn't need quite that many.
Yeah, I think they need to kind of slow it down. They had a good lead, they had a few pickoffs, but they're not aware of the map distribution at the moment, what's going on. The Mirana's rotating in and out, so they need to be just a little bit more careful towards what's happening with the lanes before they try to go after these camps.
Absolutely, yeah. Sniper, I'm still hopeful about the mid for Sniper, but then again I'm also still hopeful about the mid for Queen. It's a very hard call to make. Quap, though, is certainly going to be able to get the domination of the rune harass. Like, she should not have a problem controlling both runes here. She's the only one with a bottle.
Sniper can't get close to the lane because Queen of Pain is already level 6, so she can't quite easily.
Fortified.
It's all about that XP at this stage. Get that ult. I mean, same token though. Queen's in danger of taking some pretty serious harass if Sniper, when he hits 6, gets that assassinate off. And that's another kill. Lion caught out by Deja Vu. Gonna run into the Enigma as well though. Got Shadow Demon coming in to help. They might just try and disrupt Lubby here. Yeah, that's what the plan is. They've got the power shot off. Eidolon's coming in as well though, and Assassinate to get the kill for Sniper. Wind run out for Deja Vu Knight.
kill shot.
And Drow Ranger on bottom. We've got more kills coming down here. Oh, but oh no, it's Awa going for the kill on Vizar. Doesn't want to pop the ult.
That was perfect.
Just waiting for the blink now, and this will be a dead tide as well. Oh no, beautiful juke.
He's being pinged out.
Yeah, I think he was. Quap, Quap running back to mid lane. She missed that one, fluffed it completely. Tide's gonna have to run though. This is not a safe place for him to be. Greymon coming in as well. Sorry, Lubby coming in as well. And we've got action going on mid as we get massive rotations down on this Sniper. He's hidden in the trees as well, so that should be a fairly obvious place for a Mirana arrow to land if they want to go for that sometime soon. And Drow, of course, free farming. Wait,
yeah, I mean, Drow should be able to take that offlane tower quite soon because it's on less than 200 health.
Oh, big gank coming her way though, as we see Lion and Mirana rotate in. Enigma wants to dive straight under the tower, gets silenced. The arrow misses. Lubby does manage to make it out. Bizarre gets hexed up, but they're doing such little damage. They do manage to get it. They lose a Lion in exchange, so it is a good trade. And Sniper taking out Queen of Pain on the mid as well. Deja Vu Knight possibly in trouble here. They do manage to get the Maledict stun down, but they're creep blocked.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
I'm surprised we're not getting more TPs in here from Radiant. They've got 2 easy kills if they can just get some presence here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
As it is, it looks like we might be seeing tier 1 go
Radiant
down. No,
has
Drow coming back in,
fortified structures.
standing there wondering if he should go for a
Radiant's top
stun.
tower is being attacked.
Drow smelling blood.
Yeah. And she's not wrong. Zard eats a stun, and they've found the stand-in. The Hex goes down though before she can get the silence off. But there's the black hole, it catches 2. Greymon in trouble. Lion dies to the Sniper on the back lines. And it's Liberace Fatali. They're coming in against each other now. But Quap just TP straight out. Angie backing up the lane. She's eating the most of the harass now. The arrow hits a creep, and it's 2 for 1, I think, for first departure. This is a highly, like, 9 minutes in and we're on 19 kills. Like, these teams are angry.
Yeah, it's a very, very exciting match. Everyone's going for blood basically all the time. None of the teams are slowing down. They want to keep the momentum up because whoever can snowball very, very early on is going to have a huge, huge advantage.
Oh, you see this Quap lining up for the Sniper. Just needs a couple of right clicks, but good jukes there from the Sniper. Ravage is popped. Blinks away. Sniper disrupted for defense, and well, Quap got the Ravage out. I think she maybe even could have had a chance on the Sniper if she kept going, but either way, Ravage out is a win.
Top lane, the Wind Ranger might go down here.
Not the Wind Ranger. Surely not. Another nice kill for Fixers. So, who here is the troll working with for his team? There's no other big right clickers that I can see. Queen of Pain a bit, can be built that way. Mirana certainly can be built that way.
He's working for himself. He's a position 1.
Sure. I don't know. I'd like to see someone whose right clicks I'm scared of to go with troll, and then you're like, wow, and I've got to be scared of that person plus troll. Drow meanwhile finds Queen of Pain. No, Queen of Pain finds Drow. And Zard suddenly realizes this is not the safe part of the woods. Goes down to simple arrows coming out from the Mirana. Archer versus Archer, and it's Greymon in trouble now. Queen of Pain without mana for Scream. She does have a regen rune, but doesn't seem to want to go for it. Angie diving really deep here. Gonna end up going down, but Ewa able to take out the Tide Hunter as well. So overall, I'll take that for them.
Biggest issue though, within this farm battle, the Sniper is winning against the Queen of Pain.
Yep. And I think, okay, the Drow isn't beating against the Troll, but the Drow, I don't know. Drow is Drow.
Yeah, and like we see that's what I was saying about
and their speaker go down as well.
That Queen of Pain has all the time.
Agony.
Blinking, Scream of Pain, Shadow Strike, and she's been moving around the map quite a lot.
And what I find really impressive about the way she's been doing it is they're moving around and getting great ganks off, but at the same time they're not sacking too many towers, they're not leaving carries undefended. Wind Ranger's going to eat up a whole load more harass here from the Lion, but I don't think Troll has Blink just yet, so he's not going to be able to get in close for the bashes. Zard now just farming out the mid lane.
Having the map distribution as it is, taking the offlane tower gives you a great advantage, but Queen of Pain's been getting access into the jungle really quite often, so she can threaten the Drow, she can threaten the Tide, while nothing's happening equivalent on the other side, so the Troll's farming up his own jungle quite
Well, we do have Greymon now coming up. They're going to catch out the stand-in here in top lane. They didn't get the Ravage down quick enough for the Troll, and Night Shadow popped as well. So yeah, you're right, they're still not shutting down the Troll.
Don't you dare.
At least they didn't have to spend Ravage for that last big fight though. Just Shackle, Gush, Anchor Smash, Power Shot. Dead Lion. Easy peas.
Yeah, Garuda Infinity are in a position to either smoke up or put some pressure up because they have a Ravage up, so they can use that to either take a tower or grab a kill or two.
Speaker just goes way too far forward here. Eats the finger. Ravage goes down as well, but I'm not too sure about this. The silence is in, but Iwa is coming from the backside as well, and Zar is looking in serious trouble here. There's a black hole as well to finish it off, and that's going to take care of Greymon as well.
Dominating.
Wow, that was not a good time to initiate there from Garuda.
Yeah, that was my bad call. They should have done that, but in a different setting.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely. I agree. They should have been looking for smoke skanks. I would have liked it if they'd invested a few more people to that top push. Gone in there with dust to get rid of the Moonlight Shadow. Oh dear, Iwar and Lubby though both caught out. Beautiful, beautiful shackle. Lubby's going to be finished off there just by right clicks, and I think we still have Assassinate if somebody else can be brought low enough. And Fixes is looking pretty low right now. But I don't think they've got the distance. Not quite. Regen rune top though for Wind Ranger. She's going to love that. And Liberace
Dire's middle tower is being
going to be able to get some damage down on this tier 1. So the bounty rune's going to go to Mirana.
Dire has fortified its
Fort goes
structures.
down, but I'm not entirely sure we're going to be able to get any kind of kill coming out here. Deja Vu Knight does manage to pop the stun. But unfortunately, it's Stand-In who's in trouble here. Backing straight out. Beautiful scream though from Awa. Finishes off the Wind Ranger. Liberace Fatali in trouble as well, but manages to get denied.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah.
is
Beautiful
being
play there by
attacked.
Speaker. Still on the run though, and finished off 3 for 2 trade for first departure.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Yes, yes.
Oh, that drow
That
though.
was a great. Dire's
Meanwhile,
structures have been fortified.
Does not have a TP, which is a really, really bad idea
Dire's bottom
considering
tower
that
is
the other
being
team
attacked.
has blink people like Queen of Pain.
I'm with you on that.
Dire's top tower
We are going to
is
see this
being
mid tier
attacked.
1 go down, I think.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Eidolons,
siege.
Queen of Pain, Marana,
Radiant
Creep Wave.
structures have
That's
been
all you need.
fortified.
Enigma has
Dire's
this mech
top
up already
tower
as
is
well,
under
so it's
siege.
going to be really, really hard to contest this because of the mech gives them such a huge early level advantage.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Greymon is moving out. Ravage has just come off cooldown. But without the blink, he's not going to be able to catch that nice stack of 3. I think it's time to have a look at the net worth, because Enigma's top of the last hits denies, and that's just misleading. Sniper leading at 7k, Quap and Troll both at about 6.5, Enigma and Wind Ranger both at about 5ish, and Drow actually really suffering in this game, only at 5k MMR, only 5k net worth. She
Dire's
keeps dying.
middle tower is under attack.
It's
Yeah, I
problem.
mean, like,
She's 1 for
This
5.
is the thing, is the jungle's been threatened by Queen of Pain, so you know, the Drow can't find the right spacing to be able to farm up what she really, really needs, and
Dire's top tower is under attack.
that might end up hurting Garuda Infinity.
Yeah, we do also have a Roche attempt coming on here now. It has been spotted out by the Radiant Ward, and it does look like they're coming in to try and contest it for Sniper TPing into the bot tier 1. I think they're going to catch out the Lion first, if anyone, but if they commit to him, they're not going to be able to get anybody in the pit. Drow almost finished off by Finger, but she's going to be able to make it out. But that is going to mean there's no hope for contesting this Roshan. Wind Ranger wants to try anyway though, going in on Fixers, ends up running into Angie on the back lines. Greymon gets the ult off, but there's a beautiful black hole from Lubby who's finished off by Power Shot. And I was wrong, Garuda Infinity can certainly contest that Roshan. Queen of Pain, the last one left. I think wondering if there's a good scream, but she's not going to get the opportunity. And that's an Aegis for Garuda.
I'd have to say though, 2 Mask of Madness on Drow and Sniper, I mean, there's nothing more appetizing for a Sonic Wave than that.
That's true. And she seems to want to go for it, getting huge damage down on Vizard here. Misses with the Scream of Pain though. Gonna get the kill anyway. Gonna need a bit of hand with Deja Vu Knight, but she splits her focus to the Lion and lets Queen get a double kill.
Murder.
Shadow Demon on the way in though. Queen blinking out. I'm not entirely sure why Wind Ranger fired the power shot off at the Lion rather than the Queen of Pain. 'Cause that's
much easier target to kill. He doesn't have a blink.
oh, but I mean,
they should have just continued their focus. They might have been able to kill the Lion, but they kind of got greedy.
Quat would have died to the arrow. I think she was already that low. Or she could just right click the Quap. She was that low, but she power shotted the Lion, which didn't kill him, and she died before she could do anything. Whatever. Small misplay maybe. Liberace Fatali trying to take an ancient stack with a DD rune, vaguely close to Angie here, but she doesn't have vision up on that ancient cliff.
Just arrow, Angie. Arrow.
Random arrow of destiny. Do it. No.
Random arrow into like around the map, and then when it hits someone, call it a skill shot.
Tis not luck, but skill. Oh, so annoying. I think the Garuda team currently want the top tier 1 as their next big objective. Get all the external towers down, all the tier 1s at
Radiant's
least,
bottom tower is being attacked.
and then start concentrating on
And-
taking fights with Aegis.
This drow really needs to find a nice spot to farm because she's starting to fall off
Dire's
behind
top tower
massively,
is under
even with her
attack.
itemization.
You might
So
want to look into that.
they do really
Dire's
need that
top tower
space
has
because if the
fallen.
position one is this under farm, it's going to be
Radiant's bottom
problematic.
tower is under
The
siege.
sniper can carry, but he needs support while doing
Radiant
that.
has fortified its structures.
And we've got a really tough push coming on mid and a really tough push coming on bottom. The bot tier 1's already gone down. Midnight Shadow is popped to try and get the team out here, and Lubby isn't going to make it. Just finished off there by Shrapnel.
Thanks for standing still.
How are they getting those skills without vision? I have no idea.
DOT man. Like, there's a fade time for the Mirana roll, which is
Radiant's
quite tough
bottom
at this
tower
level.
is being
They
attacked.
really need to.
Just continue doing whatever it was.
It's
you
the
were
fade time
doing.
that's killing them. Over and over again.
Here you die.
Troll being brought low, but it's a Lion who's still hanging around in the Radiant jungle. Oh, he's in trouble. Does manage to drop off the double stun. Does still have Blink to get away, but... Oh no, doesn't have
Dire's
Blink.
top
I thought he
tower
did.
is under
He's
siege.
dead.
This is genocide.
Easy kill. No problem.
It
Takes
was
one
really
to
was
shoot
hoping
one.
to set up a thinger. And I have to say, Deja Vu Knight, that's a really lovely full staff there, because if he didn't full staff the sniper, he would have eaten a maximum arrow stun to the face, basically.
Nice. Them 4 staffs. So the XP, again, sitting comfortably along with the golds for Garuda Infinity, but not by a huge amount, and we do see Zard disrupt himself. Disrupted beautifully to get away there. It's not going to save him, but it is probably going to be able to get the Queen of Pain kill in return. And you're right about the drug. Does definitely need to farm up, and obviously that last kill there isn't going to help. Of course, with her Agi being passed on to the whole team, so long as she's building Agi items, she can still be useful. And she can still support the sniper. She just can't be Drow.
Yeah.
You know? She just
And
can't
I
be
mean,
who she's supposed to be.
If you look at the kill-death ratio of the Drow, you'll see exactly what I mean.
Oh, has it got worse? It's got worse. It's 1-7 now. It was 1-5 last time I saw.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good thing, no matter how you look at it, for your position 1 to have died 7 times in 21 minutes, and to only have 1 kill.
Indeed. Indeed. I was wondering if we'd see this though from both teams really. Like we were saying, they were being really aggressive in the early game, despite the fact that they're all so squishy. And quite a lot of the time, what that means is as soon as all the tier 1 goes down, everybody just sits back and farms, because people want to be aggressive, but they don't feel quite strong enough to go onto tier 2s. Not without significant advantage, an Aegis, pick-offs, something.
Yeah, and I mean, I think every team is looking for their key items. The Tide Hunter is going Met Consider Blink,
Dire's middle tower is under
which will give them
attack.
that longevity considering how squishy they are.
Invisibility.
Grav still needs a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I mean, he's died 7 times compared to the Troll, who's also position 1, who's died 2 times. And that's a huge deficit in farm right there between the both of them.
I mean, I think they've got to say Sniper's position 1 now. Like position 1 mid, whatever you want to call it. But like he's got the farm, he can do it. Oh dear, as we got a big smoke gang coming in on Zard. Disruption comes down beautifully, as does Ravage. Let's see if it'll be enough here as Zard pops to silence and tries to right click down on the Enigma. Angie finished off as well. There is a finger that goes down, but it's not going to be enough coming out from standing here. And Speaker chasing as well. This is going to be 3 for 1 for Garuda Infinity. And that's a tier 2. That's the kind of situation. So that didn't go the way First Departure planned.
Dire's middle tower.
No, it was a really great idea. Unfortunately, the positioning and the execution of Garuda was there, and they managed to take
Dire's middle
advantage of
tower
that.
is under siege.
I mean, it was also the fact that, you know, they were trying to do it up
Dire's
the mid lane
middle
high
tower
ground,
has fallen.
and the entire Radiant team pretty much was up the mid lane high ground.
Dire's middle
You know,
You know,
tower
Disruptor
is
was
under
there
attack.
immediately to get that
Radiant's
clutch
bottom
disruption
tower
off.
is
Drow was
under
almost
siege.
dead.
Dire
Yeah,
has
that
fortified
Shadow
its
Demon, great
structures.
plays with the disruption so far,
Dire's
and
middle tower is
you see the
under
pushing
siege.
power of a team like this,
Radiant's
especially
bottom
with the
tower
Drow.
is deep. Dire's middle
The
tower
moment
has
that they
been
want to see the team
destroyed.
fight, that's a rack down.
Radiant's bottom tower is
That's a
Dire's
danger.
middle barracks has been
We do
destroyed.
have stuns being dropped out. We do have a beautiful Queen of Pain ult, which finishes off that Drow. And Greymon as well. And Speaker, that is a sudden and ferocious response there. Sniper in trouble as well. Don't think he's going to be getting out of here. But just maybe, if he can be fast. Dodges the arrow, eating a lot of harass here, as well as tower hits.
30% damage.
Oh, this TP! Oh, the TP! Oh, the TP! Wow, that was well played.
That was very well played. I mean, like, I thought he was gonna die to the DA2 right there. So,
Yeah.
like, he has his Mask of Madness on. He's definitely dead.
That was crazy. If I mean, it was one of those, like, if Quap had popped her AoE from just behind the trees, I think she would have got the kill regardless. But she didn't know he was there, so why would she pop her AoE from behind the trees?
Yep.
Um,
I have to say, and Queen of Pain is making a lot of plays at the moment as well. As I mentioned, it's the fact that she has that blink, Sonic Wave, especially when they're turning their Mask of Madness on. We saw how Drow just melted there to, you know, a level 3 Sonic Wave plus the Mask of Madness extra damage that he's receiving. So she's able to kind of move around and make a lot of things happen, which is one thing they need to shut down.
oh, Troll finishing off Warlord, Wind Ranger up on top. And Roche up in 2 minutes.
Both teams have the capacity to take towers really quickly. One because of the Troll, the other one because of a Drow Ranger. So it's going to be whoever's going to win a team fight, just like we saw happen at mid, is going
Dire's
to
bottom
win
tower
a
is
set of
under
racks as
siege.
well at this stage.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
As we do see a big push coming out from First
Radiant
Departure, trying to take
structures
this
have been fortified.
tier 2 mid. Unfortunately, they've already lost their tier 2 bot in exchange, so they're
Radiant's
behind
top
on the
tower
trade,
is
and
being
Liberace
attacked.
Fatali and Vazard do seem to be pretty keen to make this a base race.
Dire's
We've
bottom
got TPs
tower
coming
is
back from
under
Enigma,
attack.
but this tier 3 is just
Radiant's
melting,
middle
less than half
tower
health
is being
already.
attacked. Radiant's middle
Sniper's
tower
still
has
doing
been
work. We've got
destroyed.
big TPs coming out here from First Departure. They're forced totally back, but not quick enough to be able to catch either of these two
Radiant's
heroes.
top tower is being attacked.
Drow doing a quick TP. Does get spotted out, and Sniper just so fast.
Sniper, where's your TP, Sniper?
TPs are for the weak. Must harry as many parts of my MKB as possible. Oh, Angie!
Radiant's
Angie,
middle
careful,
tower is
love.
under attack.
Gonna run into the entire enemy team here if she breaks her ass, but it's Standing who gets spotted out first. EWHA does pop BKB. Going straight in, Liberace Fatali eating a large amount of damage off that Queen of Pain ult there, but not enough to kill. Queen of Pain's down, Morana's down, Fixer coming in and trying to make some space for his team, but pushed back by Drow into the shooting gallery. And the only one left now is Lubby, and I don't know how long that's going to be the case for. I think Focus Fire went on a creep there, or something. But it isn't going to matter. That's a team wipe for Garuda Infinity. They're poised on this bot lane,
Just as well.
and I think that might be GG.
Yeah, that's if they finish that set of racks, they're gonna take mid as well. I mean, that tower is what, 20 health. They could just go up to it and right click it and it will die.
Yep. Do that, rotate to mid, get that last
Dire's
racks
bottom
down there, and then they
barracks
can
is
back
under
out,
attack.
because they're going to have to get that tier 2 top before they do anything else.
Yeah. As I mentioned, both teams have an amazing capacity
Dire's bottom
to
barracks
kind of
has
take
been
racks and take
destroyed.
towers really
Dire's
quickly.
bottom barracks is being attacked.
So
That's
it
it.
Dire's
just seems
bottom
to be
barracks
going.
has fallen.
They're down. They can either wait here for pickoffs, They want to go Roche. That makes sense. They are being spouted out here by Angie. The arrow goes down. Hits on Speaker. Standing comes down with a nice Earth Spike. I'm not sure they're wise to try and re-engage here though, as there's a silence coming out from Drow. A dead Lion. A dead Marana. That was crazy.
They warned you not to speak with rangers.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Is there anything, like, okay, what would you do? I always do this to David and he hates it. What would you do if you were captain of First Departure right now, Meta?
At the moment, they need a couple key items before they can do anything. Their initiation so far has been reasonable. Their execution hasn't been that great in the sense of Moana ulting in and finding a pickoff. Problem is they have no vision. So when they're trying to do that, what's happening is they think they're going to get a pick-off on one person and they end up running into a full team.
Yes.
Enigma, he's not in a good position at all. He wants mech BKB, which I completely understand his reasoning behind it. Having said that, he hasn't had the big impact that you needed him to have in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand skipping the blink in the previous game when it was Garuda Infinity playing it and they had a Faceless Void there as well. I don't know. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking about the Tide, when the Tide went for the other item. But I can understand not going for the blink when you've got another initiator, but they don't have another initiator. All they've got is Marana Roll, and they're throwing that out. So
they should have done it the other way around. The Enigma should have gone BKB blink or blink BKB, simply because with the Sonic Wave, you're putting the other team at such a high disadvantage. And I do appreciate the mech is a great thing to have. Just buy an urn instead. That would have saved you on like 1,400 gold, which would have made a huge difference. Because you're not using the pushing power of a mech as well as you can in this game. As I said, both teams are really squishy, so they don't for mech. But look at the Tide Hunter. He's gone mechanism. Didn't he have boots earlier in the game?
I think so, yeah. Brown maybe, but yeah, I think he had boots. I think he might have sold them when he got his blink because it's just that kind of game.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is he prioritized the blink because he realizes it's such an important item. Same thing with the Enigma. The priority shouldn't have been the mech, because getting towers early is great, and healing your team up is great. Having said that, for you to be effective at the game, you definitely needed the BKB and you needed the blink, because otherwise, as you were saying, it's a shooting gallery right there. With the sniper, with the drow, with the wind ranger, they're just not getting a break. So the only thing that they can do is attempt to split push with troll and pick offs with Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
Because the troll's attack speed means that it can take towers down quickly, maybe force a couple TPs back. And yeah, that's the only thing that you can do.
Yeah. And I mean, it's going to be tough because the whole time you're trying to do that, the Garuda Infinity team is going to be pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. The impossible question. Beautiful sentry pop there from Garuda Infinity. They know what's up, but Drow gets caught out by the troll. Does pop BKB, but finished off nonetheless. The Ravage goes down and Fixes is in trouble now. Lobby gets a beautiful black hole up on 3 though, and Ange looking to come in and support it. Speaker standing at the back lines, wasn't able to come in and help, but knew it wouldn't be necessary. The damage just isn't there, and the tank for Garuda Infinity is. The Barachi Fatali almost going down. Oh, he does die. Beautiful finger followed up by one right click, but that's only the Aegis pop. Raymond trying to make some space for his team. The Barachi Fatali going nuts on Fixes, but he's running into lifesteal that's a little bit too much for him right now. Beautiful stunning coming out from the Lion, but he's finally brought down. All 5 of the Garuda Infinity heroes still here, forcing their way up onto high ground, forcing their way onto this last rack. And an Assassinate goes down somewhere for some reason. And I think that we might just be seeing the end of the game here. Huge damage coming out from Sniper and Wind Ranger. Drow, you're right, never really came online fully this game, but is passing that damage on. And Fixes, I think, dropping items on the floor is literally just baiting now. Yeah, he's just having fun. And that's GG.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Wow! Do we get to see the Agent Blow? Yes, we do. Well played, guys. Well, what do you think of that, Meta? Final thoughts?
I think Garuda Infinity a much deserved win, especially considering the last game that they played as well. Great picks. Feel bad for the Drow, but Sniper came through and he played an amazing game, and so did the Wind Ranger as well.
Yeah. I think more so than the last game, First Departure did kind of just get outplayed here. But the other thing I want to particularly notice, which I think brought it all together really for Garuda, is doing it as dual lanes. Drow and Tide worked brilliantly, Wind Ranger Shadow Demon worked brilliantly, Sniper beat Queen of Pain in the mid. You know, if they'd gone offlane Tide and a defensive try, it might not have worked so well. So I'm impressed at their forethought. And yeah, many thanks to anybody who has been watching on the stream. Many thanks for tuning in. We've got more JDL coming up as always. You can see the schedule down below. And yeah, please do follow, like, subscribe if you've enjoyed today's cast. That is the end of it for today. We've had 4 big matches for First Departure. 4 big losses, unfortunately, for them as well. But yeah, more JDL coming soon. Many thanks to Meta, and I'll catch you guys later. Ciao.
Thank you.